You know, when I was a kid, we'd pretend pens and pencils and all manner of things like that were cigarettes and stuff. You know, back when smoking was a thing.
What are you talking about right now?
I don't know.
Are you recording this?
Yeah, I'll probably delete it.
I hope so.
You know. It's a good pen. Hey! What?
Sorry.
What'd you say?
I said, oh, I bet.
Might leave that in, actually. Oh, hey, it's Spot Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We did it. We got to the end. Well, we haven't gotten there yet. A lot could happen before then. But we're going to try to get to the end of the New Music Friday playlist on Spotify. Big ups to everybody out there, and props to your peeps if you're about my age and actually are listening to these songs, because scientists have proven that your musical tastes begin to fuse around the age of 27 to about 31. So listening to 98 new songs on Spotify might seem a bit daunting to anybody in their 40s. Luckily for all of you, mine never locked. Mine are still, I guess, developing? I don't know. My brain does everything weird. Like, I like hip-hop the older I get. I'm pretty sure that's backwards. But anyway, let's move on now. We're actually not going to start the hip-hop thing this week. We actually have The Used. Remember them? They're starting this off with Cathedral Bell. You know, I haven't caught up with The Used in a while, but when did they turn into Depeche Mode? I'm very confused right now. It sounds like this song started out with a Depeche Mode song, and it hasn't really stopped. I'm very confused right now. I mean, I like it. I'm going to put it in the good column, but again, when did The Used turn into Depeche Mode? Anyway, here's Car Seat Headrest in Hollywood. Ooh, is it a remake of the old song by Junkyard? That's a deep cut. Okay. This will not mean anything to a lot of you watching, but for some of you, if you know who Sloshy is, parts of this song sound like Sloshy, because the guy's singing and there's another guy talking. Oh my goodness. I mean, the Chapman brothers have talked about doing more Sloshy music, and I hope they do. But that goes in the good column because it reminds me, it's like I'm listening to Sloshy. That's amazing. Up next is Nate Traveler and Mills. Anyway, the song's called Airport. Because what's more fun than waiting in an airport besides hearing a song about one? I think it's a song about going home on an airplane. Which, by the way, the only really good song about flying to see somebody on an airplane or flying on an airplane was already done by a Brookings band called Rebels Victorious. It was called Lovers and Airplanes. I don't think it's on Spotify. I don't know where you could find it, but trust me, it's really good. This one's alright. Anyway, up next is Rents with Tears in December. Ooh, those could freeze on your face. That's not fun. Strictly in the bullseye of the OK section for Mr. Rents here. It's a very average to above average pop song. It's one of those songs that probably won't get a big push, but could be big if it did. But I don't think it's going to. I don't know. Oh dear! And then he swore.
They can't see.
And my daughter in the picture? I don't know if you'll be able to see her. We do a little crop thing. I'm here! Come get in the video! Come get in the video! Alright, she was in the video. Up next. Ow! Don't do that. Zavia Ward and Waiting. I've been waiting for this song to get interesting. It has not. Right now, Duke Dumont and Say Lulu. Lulu. And Nightcrawler. Dun 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 dun. Nightcrawler. Remember that Beavis? But yeah, never mind. Whatever song Beavis and Butthead were talking about, this is not that. But this is actually pretty good. Yeah, we'll put this in the good column. It's a fun little dance pop song. 3:17. It's like about the perfect length. Maybe a little long, but you know what? It's fine. But you're not maximizing your streams. You gotta maximize your streams by doing really short songs. Also, I read a story today about how a lot of songs are more up-tempo than they used to be, which I'm not sure that's entirely the case, but a lot of companies that re-release classical music are speeding them up. They're playing them faster and faster. Like Bach music, there's like a new Bach collection that just dropped, and they've sped the music up like 30%. So, that's a thing. Also a thing is Justin Jesso, and If You're Meant to Come Back. Sensitive male pop singers are kind of a dime a dozen these days. Mediocre. Up next is Laswell. Anyway, the song's called Sad Bitch. The fact that the singer of the song is female keeps it from being in the bad column because, yeah, no dude gets to sing a song called Sad Bitch. But it's interesting. I'm going to put it in the okay section because, yeah, it's interesting. It's not what I was expecting, and I mean that in a good way. Up next is Kelsey Carter and Devil on My Shoulder. She's a rocker. According to her About bio on Spotify, she is what would happen if Angelina Jolie and Mick Jagger had a one-night stand. I don't think she's suggesting they did. She's saying she would be the result. And it's a good mix. I like it. It's got like a dance beat, but also rocks out a little bit. I'll have to do a little more research on this Kelsey Carter lady. Right now, Ramon and Out of My Way. It's pretty good. Smooth. Got some explicit lyrics, but still smooth. I like it. Up next is Paige and Yellow. Oh, is this a cover of Coldplay's Yellow? I don't think it's a cover of Coldplay's Yellow, everybody. It is definitely not a cover of Coldplay's Yellow. It's... I don't know. I have flashbacks to Coldplay's Yellow. I heard that song way too much. I actually like Coldplay now, but at the time that song came out, I despised Coldplay because I heard that song so much. It's still like nails on a chalkboard to me. But I love songs like Clocks and Viva La Vida and other Coldplay songs. It's just Yellow. Up next is EOB and Banksters. So EOB is Ed O'Brien from Radiohead. On his own. And now once I read that, I'm like, oh, okay, now I hear that. But not knowing that, I had no idea. It's weird. Not knowing that, I didn't pick it up. But then seeing it, I'm like, I did. Man, brains are weird. It's pretty okay. I'd be willing to hear more of his debut album, Earth, which apparently just came out. Right now, Rustin Kelly and Brave. Not to be confused with Rustin Parr. Remember Rustin Parr from the Blair Witch mythology? He was the one that... What was he? Anyway, the story of the Blair Witch involved Rustin Parr. He was like somebody in the 50s, I guess, who was kidnapping kids, and his shack is the house they always find in the Blair Witch movies. I don't know. The two good Blair Witch movies. The good Blair Witch movie and the all-right Blair Witch movie. Not that middle Blair Witch movie, which was garbage. Some people like it. I say that would be a good movie if it wasn't a Blair Witch movie. The fact it is makes it bad. Because they were trying to do something with that, but I don't know. I liked the third Blair Witch movie. Some people didn't. I did. Not as good as the first, but I still liked it. Anyway, that was way more interesting than the song. Anyway, up next, Jameson Rogers and Luke Combs and Cold Beer Calling My Name. If there's a hillbilly rock show, I'll be in the front row, is all you need to know. Up next, Angels and Airwaves, and all that's left is love. Oh, Tom DeLonge. His music is okay. Obviously not as good as his Chasing of Aliens, but, you know, the music's okay. This is pretty good. I like it. I haven't liked every Angels and Airwaves song I've heard, but this one's okay. Up next, Lil Loaded and With the Business. Last week we had a song where it was angry music, but the vocal delivery wasn't that angry. Well, in this one, the music isn't angry, but the delivery is very angry. So, it sounds more like kind of a song Busta Rhymes would be rapping really quick to. But instead, Lil Loaded's like being very angry. Which is fine. I mean, I'm going to put it in the okay column, but not, I don't know. I might have picked a different background for this one. Up next, Lil Benny and Company. See, now this one's got the speedy delivery, but it doesn't really have the angry music, so they couldn't really swap. Plus, I don't think the beats would match up. It's, a little too ordinary, though, for my taste. Up next, Ella Hale and My House from the Room 206 EP. It's like some good old school R&B kind of Macy Gray India reflavored stuff. I like this. Not many new artists really come out of that whole area. Even the ones that do, like Macy Gray and Indy Arie, they have their mainstream moment, then they just kind of slide over to their corner of the genre and stay there, which is too bad. But yeah, this is good. I'm okay with this. Okay. Up next, Naeem, Swamp Dogg, and Justin Vernon? The Justin Vernon part threw me. Anyway, it's called Simulation. So, this song is called Simulation. It does not simulate a better song, unfortunately. And that wraps things up for Spot of Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. The final score! 20 good songs, 35 okay, 40 ordinary, and 3... So, yeah. Let's do it again next week. I'm not sure how many we'll have next week, but it'll be a thing. Don't forget a Cassette Story is tomorrow. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and all that Jazzy Jeff stuff at the bottom. And yeah, maybe my daughters will have a new show this week too. It's all about giving you quality content. Content. Working on the quality part, but definitely the content part.